Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich and once again this is Gamer Life and we're back today with some NASCAR Heat 5, continuing on through the season. We're almost at the playoffs now. 6 more races to go, including today's at Kentucky Speedway. We've got 67 laps, so when back up to the usual amount of laps. It's a $220,000 dollar purse, sorry. It's for the Quake Escape 400, and we have also, between episodes, signed a new contract incentive. So we should be hopefully able to collect $500,000 in the next 3 races, which will definitely go some way towards helping us finish off the housekeeping. By that I mean the departments. We're gonna actually purchase one today. And like I've already touched on before, it is going to be the aero one that we do end up going for. Before that, I was just wondering what to do with the cars and whether to just put the finishing touches to the super speedway car, so we can use it for the road course at Watkins Glen. But to be honest, I think I'm going to leave it as it is unless we get a perfect car beforehand and we don't need to do nothing to it. It should be plenty fast enough, I would imagine. Obviously some of those stats are going to get lost, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. So in the end we do end up doing both of the speedway chassis and getting them up and running. So we've now got the 100 suspension and the 100 aero on this car for today's race, so really excited to see what it can do. Before that though, we're going to look backwards a little bit and just go through the standings as we normally do at this point. Once again, if you want to know where your favourite driver and car is in the table and how they're getting on this season, just pause the video and you'll be able to check that out in greater detail. After this, as we always do, we're going to look back at how the race finished last time round. So if you don't want to know that, it might be worth clicking off this one and going to watch the one before it and then come back over to this one. All of the other races, previous races, are also up on the channel and ready to be watched. But yeah, we think we won again last time out at Indianapolis, and I'm not gonna lie, we made harder work of that one than we really needed to. It actually came down to the last couple of laps to decide the winner in that one, but we did go ahead and get the job done at the end of the day, and I suppose that is all that matters. And on top of that, obviously you've just seen we've got an improved car for today's race as well. So we're in brilliant form at the moment. That is, I believe, 4 wins in a row now. Is it 3 or 4? It's one of them. And now with a faster car, there's no reason why we shouldn't get a damn good result again here today, as it looks like a nice pretty day again. It's pretty quiet at the moment out on track as well. Nobody's out running behind us like they sometimes do. As I say that, there you go, car goes shooting past the screen. But yeah, this looks a very different circuit to the one we raced at last. Indianapolis was almost square in a way, whereas this one is much more, we keep on banking to the left all the time. Even down the straight, it feels like you have to do that as well, otherwise you just keep on inching towards the wall on the outside. But in any event, it is now time for our timed lap. We get the car tucked pretty much into the apron. I'd have preferred it a little bit tighter so we could have sped out of there, but it is what it is. We can't change it now, it is done. We go again for the last couple of turns, so it's a much shorter lap than the ones at Indianapolis as well. And already, as I say that, we now cross the line and it is going to be a 32.6. So we're much closer to the pace of the front guys than we were at Indianapolis as well. So with that being said, it is now time for the race and I will see you guys once it's all said and done. And there we go, that is yet another win in the books. This time it looks on the timesheets like it's a lot more dominant than the one at Indianapolis. There definitely wasn't as many mistakes. There was a couple of cautions come out, but it was nothing to do with us this time. One of them I actually did see and almost got taken out by, I think it was Benedetto. He spun right in front of me, just no pressure on him or nothing. So yeah, that was close and good reactions, but other than that, as you can see, the actual cars that were left running at the end of the race, we were 5 laps in front of the ones at the back, which is ridiculous really. We wasn't out there out front on our own though. The top 4 or 5 did stick with us. We broke away from them in the end, but we was nowhere near putting a lap on them, so it was more competitive. It weren't our most dominant, but it was definitely shows that now we've reached the end of this batch, that for speedways only at the moment I'm gonna increase the difficulty to hard and see what that does for us. We definitely need to be more competitive. We're now just jumping on, recording the races, winning the races, and the competition level is just it's too low. Yeah, we did have a close shave last time, but at Indianapolis, but the mistake that I made there, I feel like I didn't really get punished for it because we still won the race, and I probably shouldn't have been able to do that with 2 laps left. So yeah, to make it more interesting for myself and more interesting for you guys that watch, I'm definitely now on speedways. Starting from, I believe, the next episode, we're going to be up on hard difficulty until we get to Watkins Glen. I'll probably knock it back down a little bit for that, and then we'll put it back up when we reach the next speedway again. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, please hit them likes and that subscribe. That would help me out an awful lot, and leave your comments down below as well, what you thought of the video, the race, and everything that I've just said about the difficulties and this, that and the other. And any suggestions to help improve the series as we head towards the playoffs now would also be appreciated. Other than that, it is time for me to say goodbye, guys, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Bye bye.